boy Woe 24, aka X Rider. I'm out here doing a 48 volt upgrade on my scooter. Got my battery, got my controller motor, got into it. Let's get into it. What a lot of people don't know about these things is, if you're going to buy a controller motor, make sure you get a controller motor that also gives you a throttle, because I noticed that some of these YouTubers, they'll tell you, oh, you can buy a controller motor and put it on any one. No, you can't, because if you're running a 48 voltage, then it's gonna be running a 20 amp instead of 5 amps, so it's gonna blow out this LCD that stock comes in here. So they give you a second one that's gonna actually push the right amps, 36 volts split into 20 amps, so that you can get power to this throttle, because those throttles are just not that strong. They're strong, but they're only rated for, okay, let's put it like this. If you're going 20 miles per hour on that throttle, that's as much current as that thing is gonna hold. So if you try to put 50 miles per hour, which is faster, on something that's supposed to be slower, it's gonna blow, if that makes sense. So you can't put something that's built for 25 miles, you can't put 30 miles, just like you can't put a V8 motor on a V6 transmission. It's just not gonna work. So that's how that works. So you got to make sure everything works together. So I advise getting the controller motor with this, and if you can find the controller motor with the wheel hub and everything all together, that would be even better, because then most of the time it's plug and play. You just got to splice a few wires. But I'm gonna get into this in a second. I gotta find a place where I'm gonna mount my phone, so I'm gonna be happy with my viewing, and yeah, we'll get it started. Usually you're only gonna need these wires. You don't need the wires for the throttle or anything. If you are buying the throttle with the controller motor and everything, you're only gonna need these wires, which is 6 wires, the 3-phase wires, and then obviously your 2 power wires. If you want to hook up your tail light, then you can hook up your tail light too, but I'm gonna save that for later. I already know this setup works because I already hooked it up, had it going, and I just wanted to make a video to clarify a few things, because I was watching videos on this and a lot of people did not clarify specifically exactly what to do. And I'm gonna set my phone up so you guys can see exactly how I do it, play by play, wire by wire. And yes, I smoke cigarettes, but kids do not smoke. Shit. Don't listen, don't do what I do, watch what I do, and don't do it. Unless it comes to these scooters. But no, it's simple. It's a series of, this is 6 wires, 12 wires. If you could connect 12 wires color coded, you got you a scooter, baby. But I stress that for sure. Right now, what I did is I took my old throttle off, I cut it to pieces, I dabbed it to hell, and I'm putting my new throttle on. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna end up having to probably take all of these out of here, but I came up with a new idea to just take the old headlight out, because it's not gonna work anymore anyway. So I'll just take this old headlight out and then just run the wires through the old headlight hole, and then put the headlight bracket back on, and it should be perfectly fine. Wish I had my baby crowbar. You haven't seen baby crowbar?
No.
That sure would come in handy right now. Instead of breaking my fucking tweezers every 13 seconds. Oh, that was the movie? I was about to say, what the fuck is that? So what I do, y'all, see what I did there, y'all? I took this headlight you guys, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just simply cut it off. I don't need it no more. That's gone. We honestly can pull out this whole harness and completely unplug it. Not gonna need that no more. But I always advise, just keep these things. Keep these. Is this headlight blown out? Don't know, because I didn't press the button on it, so no power technically went through it. So I'm not sure. I'm keeping that. This JST connector. If you guys don't know the name of these connectors, they're called JST connectors. If you want to know the name of any other connectors, I'm gonna put pictures and names in the description, because I had a lot of hard trouble trying to figure out what the fuck these connectors was called. They call JST connectors. These are called MSR connectors right here. These black ones are called MSR connectors. These are called bullet point connectors, and these are cut tip, clip tip connectors, or something like that. You get the gist of it. Damn, y'all ain't stupid. Y'all smart. That's why I like y'all. Cause y'all be smarts, man. Let me stop fucking around. But now we finna get into this real quick. Let me tuck this wire into here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. This is the old wire. I don't need this. This is completely fried, I believe. But I'm gonna keep those wires. I keep all wires, by the way, just so y'all know. I keep all mine. Shit, I was gonna unplug it, but it ain't letting me. So we have a problem, Houston. I still gotta take this out of every last hole. Fudge. I just broke my tweezers too. Fudge me ice cream. Okay, where is my pink ones? That's the only way we can do this, y'all. We got to take each one of these prongs out of here and then recolor coordinate them with the corresponding. So you got to push them down really hard so you flatten out the bases of them, and then you can just slide the wires right out. You can just slide them right out. They just slide right out. You can even connect your own type of JST connectors to this if you want to put a smaller JST, but I recommend just using the one that they give you, because obviously my finger. I'm telling y'all, I sliced my finger open doing this. This has been blood, sweat, and tears. This has been 3 weeks in the making. I done been through it. I done through it with this damn scooter for the love of this, getting this stuff done. You just feed those through like that. And now that those are fed through, we can go ahead and do this. Now that those are fed through, everybody, we just gonna pull it all the way through. Pull it all the way through. Make sure you keep your throttle within reach. And then you're just gonna sit this just like that. Just so you guys can see what it looks like, I went ahead and put the new throttle through the old headlight hole, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the covering back on it. But before I do that, I gotta put the covering on it, and I'm gonna put a coupler on here. So let me do that now. Let me do that now while I'm still ahead. You can take your own coupler, which will be one of these right here. Take my own coupler. I'm going to put it through like so. And this is going to help waterproof that hole right there. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right there as well. But this is just that extra grommet that you just going to want to have in there for extra stability, number one, because you don't want your wires just ripping on you. And this is just all my personal stuff, y'all. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing this because I think it's going to be a good idea for me to make it as good as possible. This is going to take a few hours to get all of this wired up, so I won't make a full video, but I will get back to you guys once I finish the whole thing. But yeah, man, that's going to be that. And then you put this right there, right? So that grommet's going to go there. That's going to go there. Then you pick up your scooter handlebars, you stick your wires through. And you can let this grommet and stuff fall to the bottom. You're going to bring it back up later, so that doesn't matter. Now you pull all the wires through. Cause in the back of my mind, pull it all the way through, y'all, all the way through. Till you can't get any more wiring. Now I'm feeding these wires down the deck, y'all, down the deck. Feeding the wires down the deck, y'all. Oh, I got a laser beam pointed at. Well, not down the deck, but through the tube, I should say. It goes down the tube and out that little hole. You don't go to the fold of the scooter. A lot of people go down to the fold of the scooter, and then their wires keep getting folded over and over again. And they're like, oh my God, why did my wires rip? Because you put them in the fold of the scooter. And you can't do that because then you're going to have to keep folding and unfolding wires. Let me turn this fucking laser off. Yep, there's the wire. Then what you do is tweezers. These tweezers come in handy for those that don't know. You can use tweezers for a good deal of this because you're gonna need some. I'm gonna tell you that now, or some needle nose pliers. Preferably tweezers because they just thinner. Ah, fuck. This the hardest part, y'all, is getting these holding this up while getting these wires through here. I got it though. Give me a couple seconds to figure out where my life is going. Now I got it. Whoop, got it. And then that's how you do that, y'all. and then you give one long pull. Whoop. This wire no longer matters. There is going to be an extra display wire. I promise you guys. Do not be afraid to cut that motherfucker. Send it packing. You don't need it. It's just in the way. So you just get rid of that altogether. You no longer need that. Look, and it fits perfect in here too. That's crazy. And then what you do is you take your throttle, come through the back of here. I really could just boom, throttle, put this over that, push this back here, undo my throttle, and tighten my throttle down, y'all. Then we're on to the next set of work, putting the throttle and everything back together, wiring up my control emoji, and I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, it's been about 2 days. I had upgraded my scooter, but I could not get it to charge, so I had to put a fuse line in the battery cell so that it will be able to charge. And the funniest part is I got the battery pack in here in the freezer, because y'all know how when you charging your scooter, these battery packs, they be getting hot. But I got a solution for that, to put it right in the freezer. Of course, I moved all the food out of the freezer.
X-Rider. Now activated.